Hello everyone, my name is Webweaver and welcome back to World of Horror. This is the first episode that I've recorded in like a week, right? Like, let me just do a little bit of auditing, because either I forgot to do one yesterday, or yeah, no, this is the first one that I've done in a while. We're gonna go, we're gonna get back on the train of doing these in batches, I think. Although, that'll probably be tomorrow, because I don't really feel like doing it tonight. But, yeah, no, I'm back. Homie is back. And, the dog is about to bark, so that's how you know it's a certified classic episode, is when the Emmerdale cuts in, like, 30 seconds from now, and then we're like, oh, it's so over. But then we're so back, so... Speaking of being back, that's me. I just got back a couple days ago. All unlocked perks hunted by the cult. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Alright. I'm down with it. I'll ball. I'm not looking at the lighthouse. You think anybody lives there? Absolutely not. Now, you know, I'm looking over at the window. I see my dog. She sees out the window. She's making a little grumbling. She's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna kick this guy's ass. And it's like, I don't know, why would you even say something like that? That's so mean. That's so mean. But unfortunately, I don't really have a lot of anecdotes, except the fact that I was a menace to the veggie straws in the hotel. That is actually one thing that I will say. The hotel that I was staying at was under renovation. And so they basically had nothing except for the snack counter, and so I was fiending off of veggie straws for, like, fucking... the whole 9 yards, brother. And also my planes were delayed like 80 million times, and the gates were also changed, so haha, funny sprinting through the airport moment. But yeah, no, besides the airport having like a smashed screen, and it was just like, you know, you ever see like that, you ever see like a screen get smashed, and then it's like, there's the part of it that's like black, and then you've kind of got like the colors bleeding into the image that's being displayed, you know what I'm talking about? It was like that, essentially. So, you know, the airport needs to get their shit together, obviously. Oh, I'm hearing the grumble. Oh, is it time for barking? Is it time for barking? I'm looking at her. She's gonna go goblin mode in like 5 seconds, mark my words. Is this popular culture? Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is popular culture. Now to me, that's cinema, obviously. We'll just do a little bit of, not that, hold on, there we go. Misclick, there we go. It's good to be back. Alright, we saw Moriko like immediately. There was no point to put up the gobsmacked. It was like literally just like the first slide. We were here, botany vigil, painting, footage, ramen moment. But I did treat myself today. I had a little bit of money, and I picked up Armored Core 6, and yeah, no, it's pretty good. It's pretty good, yeah, no. It's pretty fun. I like how they just put you into it, like, immediately. You know, a lot of games, they want to, like, establish their story, and they have, like, that, like... Armored Core does not follow, like, the normal, like, media conventions that, like, 90% of everything follows, right? Like, stop me if you've heard this one before. You're watching a game, you're playing a game, watching a movie, watching a TV show, and the first, like, 5 or 10 minutes is, like, the coolest action sequence that you've seen in, like, the series or the movie or the game. And then, like, the next, like, 40 minutes are just, like, boring shit, and then you get back to the cool thing, right? Like, it's basically... People have scienced this out, man. It's kind of crazy. Where it's basically just, like, how many minutes... You have to have the explosive payoff before you can do anything, like, build-uppy, right? Like, that's why every single movie always starts the exact same. They have to have the thing that captivates the audience, that gets you to stay and gets you to watch it. It's the same thing with video games. It's why every AAA video game starts in the exact same way as every other AAA video game. the coolest, craziest shit you've ever seen in your life, and then it gets to the normal game, and then at the end of the game, you get back to the crazy shit. The only movie that I cut, like, any slack from is Promare, because while they do that trope, every action scene in Promare is incredible, and also they actively mock and make fun of their own exposition sequences by the fact that the main character doesn't care, and it's more like the other characters who care. So it's an entertaining concept while they still aren't disrespecting the story itself. But yeah, anyways, what are we doing? We're balling. That's what we're doing, and that's with double L's. There's no W in sight there, which maybe is a little bit nerve-wracking considering that we're trying to get a W, but alas, all ye who enter abandon hope. But yeah, no, I think that because in Armored Core, you just kind of like land on the planet, and then you just get to work. Like, it's a very corporate game, and I think, like, it works oh god. It works a lot, it really does. Like, you're just an employee doing your job, and that job just happens to be, fucking sick as hell. Alright, we got a little free cast gaming going on here, you like to see that. Yeah, I think we can, oh, the mansion is actually doomed. Okay. Well, we're gonna do painting next, so let's throw that on the mansion then, and I should have gotten the handcuffs, but whatever. It's fine. You can't expect me to be playing, to be at form after I've taken a week off, can you? You can't expect me to do that. Oh,
sorry. Suddenly, somewhere, Emmerdale seems to have disappeared. We'll go back to it as soon as we can, once we've found it.
Alright, dog acquired. Dog moment. But yeah, no, Armored Core just kind of drops you in there, and I think it's even funnier because they don't give you the... I love it when games do this. Okay, more games need to do this. They give you the tutorial after you've already died to the first boss like 80 times. Like, Funger did that. We love it. Armored Core is the Funger of mech games, obviously. Very good. We absolutely love it, because they give you the tutorial, the training mode, the arena, all that stuff, after the first boss has already beat your ass. And also, can I just say something? The first boss, the helicopter, it got me twice. The first time it got me, and this is just like the culture clash of playing a mech game for the first time, okay? What ended up happening was oh, hello. Okay. Alright, we love to see that. Basically, what ended up happening was I didn't realize that you couldn't get ammo in the middle of the mission. Like, you know, every game I've ever played is like you loot ammo from dead bodies or whatever, resupply points or whatever, anything like that. I didn't realize that running out of ammo was like ammo was a resource that you had to use to get through the missions. I didn't know that. So I just ran through the first mission killing all the enemies. And then when I got to the last point, it's like, oh, there's a boss fight, and then I didn't have any ammo. And so I beat the helicopter. I had a little bit of ammo left for my primary gun, and then I mostly just meleeed the helicopter, and I got it down to half health, and then I died. Now, thankfully, there was a checkpoint, and when you die, they fully refresh your ammo. So I was able to get right back into it, and then I died pretty early again, because I didn't notice this before, but there's basically like a Sekiro-like stance bar that when it fills, you get stunned. And then I thought to myself, okay, if I have that bar, then the enemy probably does too. And so I looked at it, and yes, when I was attacking the enemy, there was a bar that was filling. And so on my third attempt, I just decided to go, like, all in, like, just full-on frontal attack. Is this the second enemy, by the way? Pretty sure it is. Oh, no, Dream Salesman is, because Leech Girl is the first enemy. Gotcha. So Dream Salesman Andy, keep that in mind. But, so basically, when the helicopter, like, spawned, I just kind of bombarded it with all of my weapons, and then, like, broke its guard or whatever, broke its stance. And then I just beat it to death with the sword, and I killed it in, like, less than 30 seconds. It was really cool. But But then after that, I was kind of struggling a little bit because I was just buying like random guns and I didn't really know what I liked. And then I saw the rocket launcher and I'm like, curious. And so I decided to buy 2 rocket launchers. And I really liked my quad missile launcher. And I noticed that I could get one for my other shoulder as well. And so I'm like, how curious. Curious. And so I bought the 2 shoulder-mounted rocket pods, and then I bought 2 rocket launchers. And life has been good so far. You know, not every enemy in the game stays still to get hit by your rockets. So I kind of swapped it out a little bit. I now have a sword on my other, I have a sword on my other arm now. So I've got a sword, a rocket launcher, and 2 rocket pods. And I upgraded my explosion damage by 2 ranks as well. So, you know, we're ballin', we're feeling great about that. Absolutely fantastic. And I just... Absolutely... Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Are we really... Is it over? Is it over? Oh, it's over already. Okay. We run it back. That wasn't even a demon mask thing. That was a Mimi thing. Oh, Katu, Rufu, Scars, all unlocked perks, huh? Okay, Koji's kind of ballin' though. We can make this work. Dexterity, Strength, Light Source, seconds. Cool. Dexterity, Strength, Light Source. What was I gonna say? Yeah, no, Armored Core is really good, and the explosion build has worked wonders for me so far. I just have to... Because I haven't encountered an enemy yet that a well-timed missile won't, like, fill up half their stagger bar. So basically, or their stance meter or whatever. So what I end up doing on, like, the faster enemy ACs that can dodge my missile pods and my rocket is I wait for them to, like, I bait the boost out, and then after they land, I'll hit them with the rocket, and then that'll fill half their meter up, and then I'll use the sword to get the second half of their meter up, so their stance is broken. And then I had already, at that point, like, before I dashed in for the sword, I had already used both my rocket pods, so they just get hit by, at this point, it's 16 rockets, because I got the 8 ones instead of the 4 ones. I replaced them out a while ago. But it's a really neat game. It's really fun. I'm really enjoying it. I think it's pretty neat. And they don't do like that thing that every piece of media ever does, where it's like, here's the coolest shit you've ever seen in your life in the first 5 seconds, and then you'll see that in like 30 hours, or you'll see that in like an hour and 30 minutes if it's a movie. And yeah, no, they're just like... They didn't do anything unnecessary like that, because they're letting the cool mech game stand on its own, and it's like, that's pretty based. Like, I respect that a lot, actually. Like, they're just letting the funny mech game stand on its own. And it doesn't need to... And of course it can stand on its own, because it's just fucking awesome to be a, oh, jeez. It's just fucking awesome to be a giant mech kicking ass, you know? In fact, I would say my biggest complaint with the game is the sense of scale. Because it looks, or at least it feels to me like I'm playing, you know, and I mean, derogatory, I suppose, but like, it feels to me that I'm playing, like, some sort of, like, Godzilla fighting game or, like, War of the Monsters or something, where it's, like, it's very obvious that the scale is, like, a tabletop scale, if that makes sense. Like, how do I put it? You ever play, like, a Warhammer 40k video game, like one of the good ones, like Space Marine or that new one, the Hired Gun or whatever? Like, you ever see those, and you ever just look at the environment in the distance, and you're like, this is a massive piece of fucking machinery that is, like, on the scale is, like, comprehensively gigantic, you know? Like, that's one of the things that the 40K games have always typically done really well is the environments. Like Space Marine, for instance, there's a mission where you're walking around outside and there's this fuck-off giant huge-ass crane in the distance. And it's just, like, it's way too big. But, like, the thing is, you can comprehend that, you know? But in Armored Core, it feels like I'm walking around on, like I'm in a fucking Godzilla rubber suit and I'm walking around on a miniature city. And there's not enough, like, environmental destruction either. Like, literally my only problems with the game are the thematic ones, where it's like, yeah, the game fucks and is really good, but at the same time, I'm thinking to myself, like, I am not I'm not immersed in the actual scale of the environment, because like, you can see that they put a lot of attention to detail in making things look practical. Like, there's roads to get everywhere. There are cars for scale as well. You know, there is stuff that they did that I did like and appreciate for, like, the sense of scale and all that. And I think that's cool. You know what? We're gonna do something a little daring. A little balling, perhaps? We can go up to that a level of Doom for, like, half a level of EXP. I think that's fair. You can't afford that? Pain. But yeah, no, I think the, do you have to go here twice? I don't know. I don't think you do. Let's hope not. Okay, good. Yeah, we're good. We're fine. But yeah, no, the thing is, the sense of scale is kind of borked. They obviously put a lot of attention to detail on how things would practically work from, like, a human perspective, which is really appreciated. But there's a difference between the sense of scale and the practicality of the world, right? Like, obviously, there's roads everywhere. There's, like, construction equipment everywhere. There's, like, industrial equipment everywhere. Like, everything that you see makes sense for where you're seeing it. Like, I haven't seen something so far that's like, oh yeah, that looks dumb. It's always looked like, yeah, this makes sense for the environment that I'm in, and I see that, like, for instance, I was going through, like, a construction, like, factory area, and it looked exactly like some, like, Nier Automata looking ass factory, and it looked great. It's just, I didn't really believe, like, I was a massive, like, building-sized mech going through the area. I felt like I was just, like, a dude going through the area, you know? And that disconnect is I think it's a big deal, partially from, like, the immersion perspective, because obviously, you know, like, big mechs absolutely feel like ballin', you know? But I don't know, I guess I was just, a little... Do I want to do this? Yeah, sure. No. We'll keep one for now, just because we took a big hit to our sanity. But yeah, no, I think that the only problem that I have with Armored Core right now is I do not feel, depending on the environment that I'm in, I don't feel like I'm a mech. Which is a shame, because the character controls like a mech should, and I mean that with all the love in the world. Like, you absolutely love how the mech controls. Like, it feels so good. Like, there's so much movement. You're just like, yeah, this is beautiful. You can't go wrong, really. Yeah, a little 60% Andy? Sure. But yeah, no, like, your character, like, it feels like you're in a mech through, like, controls and just everything about the game besides the environments. Like, the environments make me feel like I'm just, like, is it weird that I'm kind of thinking specifically of Nier Automata? Like, I feel like I'm playing Nier Automata almost, which sounds, like, incredibly insane. Like, that does sound a little crazy, I'll admit. But I think it's also just that's how I feel about it. That's how I feel about the game. Is that, deduction. Oh, funny all perks moment, okay. I mean, these are all horrible, so we'll take a potentially good perk, and then just leave. We'll just hit the bricks. We'll just pack it up and go home. I was willing to risk the potential jar of blood for deduction moment. I guess we'll just go into peculiar painting again, because there's some items that we can get. We can sell the flashlight, although we do need a light source. That's true. It'll depend on what we need in the moment. The energy drink is so useless because you can't sell it. I'm just gonna use it. It's like, yeah, we could discard it, but whatever. We're gonna give it a shot. That's beautiful, by the way. Don't mind if I do. Do I want to go down to 0 funds here? I think I do, because we recovered stamina. Because we can take a jar of blood here pretty confidently. Because, again, we didn't die to stamina last time either, and I wasn't expecting to die of stamina. We died to sanity damage at, like, 6 health. So, you know, we might be in trouble again. Now, we could go up to 8 perception, or we could go... I want to keep the knowledge, I think. Do I want to sell the flashlight? I don't know. But we need to get... We can hold on to it. This is also technically money as well, but I'd rather take the minus doom. It's not something that you can buy yourself into very often unless the monument is feeling generous. Okay, we need to take a chance eventually, right? So, I mean, it's a 90% chance, so I guess it's not that big of a chance, but, you know, you never know. Is that an enemy man-eating plant, by the way? Is that correct? I feel like it is, but I've done 2 runs with the same color palette, so, like, you can't, you know, you can't hold me liable for these sorts of things. I'm gonna forget. I mean, a random spell is better than, bullets. Oops, I did not mean to do that. So, good news. There's not a lot of good news. 80... No. Yeah, there's not a lot of good news, unfortunately. We throw that 100%. And then, can we buy... Yeah. Okay, so this is normally doing 13, so that's actually not that good enough. It's not that good. Hey, we have fame, though. We're getting an ally, if I live. So, goodbye. That'll do it. Why did that do 15? That, what, huh? Wait, huh? What, huh? Was this weak? You know what? No, I'm good. I don't need to know. I don't want to know. Fun fact, the 6 plus 6 is 15, by the way. We have 1 source of bonus. Yeah, we have 1 source of bonus damage. No, I don't want to think about it. This is cursed. That's like opening the Necronomicon and seeing something that you're not supposed to see. Like no, I'm okay. Thank you. What is 12 plus 1? 15. What is 7 plus 7? 15. What is nope, I'm good. I don't need to think about it anymore. That's I'm gonna go back to talking about Armored Core now. It's good. The Strider mission was fucking amazing. Like here's the thing, it's such a casual thing because it's like you're just a worker and people just hire you. Like you're a contractor. You just get hired for a job and you do it. And so you do one job and it's like you have to stop the red guns from getting this efficiently and optimized manufactured AC. And then the very next mission is, hey, welcome to the Red Guns, kid. And it's like, nobody cares because you're just a contractor. You're just doing your job. If people don't want you to do that job, they'll pay you more money to not do that job and help them instead. But yeah, no, the only mission that ever, like, really sold the size scale of being a mech was the Strider one, because I'm in the desert. There's barely any buildings around. It's just the Strider. And so then, like, as you're boosting away, you just see this, like, you know, you just see these, like, small buildings in the distance that you tower over. That was the only one where I actually felt like I was piloting a mech, and not, like... I guess the best way I can put it is I feel like I'm piloting something that is, like, a super suit, right? Like, I don't feel like I'm piloting a fucking massive-ass mech. I think the game could do a lot more with the size scale, but I also don't think it could, because I think of how the game is designed, right? Or how how the graphics work, because I bet that if you zoomed in on those cars, like if you got the camera right up to those cars or right up to those tiny buildings, the resolution or the textures would be bad, you know? So I feel like for a lot of the time, it mostly just is literally like... I feel like at least how graphically they designed things, it will always kind of look like that. And is that a downside? Like, yeah, I actually do think it is a downside. But the game is just so fun that it doesn't really matter. Like, that is the one thing that I'll say, is the game just fucks. Like, the game's just really fun. So yeah, it's not the... I don't feel like a giant-ass mech stomping around, and the tiny things that get casually blown away in the environment don't feel consistent enough. Like, if you walk into a car, you just kick that car across the street, right? Like, your foot is larger than, like a van or like a truck, and you just, like, casually just kick a car, like, across the street or down the road without even thinking about it. But that doesn't happen for other things. Like, only some fences break. Some fences you just walk over and they're completely fine. The most powerful chain link fences mankind's ever devised. Yeah, we'll just take the Doom. I think 50% Doom, Mystery 3, that's okay. And also we have 2 Dexterity, so what do you want me to do with the rest of that there? But yeah, no, it's just like, we'll ball a little bit. It's like, if the environment had that, like, full-on consistency of, like, every little thing. But here's the thing, it's not necessary, right? Like, I feel like the fucking guy complaining about the watermelon in, like, fucking Halo or Call of Duty or whatever, where it's like when you try to shoot it, it doesn't do anything. Although I do feel like my, I do feel like my criticisms are a little bit more, based in reality. Because it's like, yeah, we could probably kill the boss with 6 stamina. That's probably true. Weighing the evidence. Have I ever seen this before? I don't even know. We do a little bit of that. I don't think I've ever seen that before. I don't even know, like... I don't know what Blood's talking about, honestly. What Blood's waffling about. I feel like I just entered the fucking, like, Twilight Zone. Or, like, stepped into Narnia or something. Like, huh? Huh? Like, you what? I wonder. Do you think I can... Ah, okay. It's a 67% chance. One of these has gotta hit. I get it. 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 It's a funny joke. You know, it's just like a funny little joke moment. Like, yeah, get it. Because he's not gonna hit. He's not gonna land the attack. He's gonna, like, fucking die. Okay, Mr. 15 damage. Let's see it. Let's see it. I don't know. I don't know. So, like, did the game get genuinely changed recently? Because, like, we shouldn't be doing... Or, oh, we're not on a Thutu anymore. Sorry, I'm dumb. Eto, bleh, etc., etc. I thought we were on a Thutu still, and I was like, huh? The fuck do you mean? But no. We don't have any bonus damage sources. Wait. So let me just rewind what I just said there. I thought we were on a Thutu, but we're not. We don't have any bonus damage sources. So why? What is 7 plus 7? This game, I hate this game so much. This is one of the games of all time. I'm being gaslit so hard right now. It's so bad. It's so bad. Like, I hate that shit so much, man. We're gonna have to rest, by the way, which is not ideal, but, you know. This is fine, by the way. I forgot we had Mind Drain. So we can just, like... Because we have Mind Drain, we're just balling here forever. Like, we never have to worry about this ever again. Now, our stamina, on the other hand, that's something that we have to be concerned about. But our sanity? Brother, you can take my jars of my fondest memories all you'd like. The last mystery? I don't remember what the last mystery is. I mean, I don't know what you want me to do here. Like, that's the best way that we can do it. And you know what? Here's what we're gonna do now. And, No, if it's money, we cry. If it's money, we cry ourselves to sleep. Okay, that's good, that's good. And we can sell that for money if, no, don't do that, don't do that. We need to get minus, Doom eventually, but... Oh, jeez. Okay, can we hit a 90% chance? The answer to that question is yes. We can indeed. Grabs a bottle filled with fuel. Prescription. Get out of here. I wish it was painkillers. Cash that prescription. But yeah, no, I feel like, that's pretty much the only thing. Oh, we have black hair. Yo, that's crazy. I just kind of put that together. Yeah, I'll use the monument once. What do you want? Perfect. Okay. Yeah, this is, Thank God we hit the fucking gritty there. Oh my god. Looting goes hard, even though we're not gonna really need it much for anything anymore. Honestly, just give me stamina. Yeah, honestly, for real, just give me stamina. I think that's, completely okay. Now, you're gonna have to forgive me. Oh, it's Akamanto? Okay, never mind. You don't have to forgive me at all. We're gonna win the game easily. Although we are gonna have to switch between the fucking school and the downtown like 80 times, which is gonna be annoying. But it'll be worth it, not because of the Doom, because I'm not worried about the Doom anymore. I'm worried about the, whatchamacallit. I'm not worried about the Doom anymore. I'm worried about the... Well, okay, let me rephrase that question. I'm not worried about the Doom, but I am worried about the doomed threat level. So I would rather it be dangerous. Although I guess it doesn't really matter. Pocket knife. Yo, I'm gonna do the scummiest shit of all time. I'm gonna, like, just mind drain an enemy. Like, I'm gonna brain blast an enemy, and then I'm just gonna use the pocket knife to run away. But yeah, no, Armored Core is really good. Like, the only complaints that I really have with the game is that it kind of feels bad to, like, literally, it kind of feels bad, the sense of scale. Because I feel like I'm an actor in a rubber suit, and that's about it, you know? Oh, look at all that, buddy. Look at all that, buddy. Well, we would, no, it's fine. I don't really care. The Doom doesn't matter. We go up to 87%, it's like, who cares? Now, this I actually care about a lot, because, we might, fucking die. Hold on, we do that. We go down to 83% Doom, 82% Doom. Sure. That was one hell of a thing that we just did there, but that's okay. So, we're taking... We have 10, so 9, 8, 7. There we go. And did we have Desperation? We did have Desperation unlocked. Don't even worry about that. Alright, cool. Now, we are still potentially in the shit. Let's see what we got going on here. Of course, it's seconds that I don't remember. Do we have Heart of Darkness? No, this is Freaky Flood. Which can own us in the lighthouse, by the way. The lighthouse itself can be flooded, which is very unfortunate. But, Dexterity, Strength, Light Source. Okay. Dexterity's not happening, so, you know, -3, we're good. -3, -3. And then the whole suite of that. So we're actually only taking -3, -3, so I don't really have to worry about... Oh my fucking god, no, I can't do that. That's so bad. The B key has been acquired. It has been acquiesced. And I mean, now you just gotta go for it, man. You just gotta go for all the level ups that you can get. Can we sell the pocket knife? Nope. Something to look out for on all randomized item statistics. Randomized item statistics, randomizing money sell price, by the way, is so cool. Like, that's actually so good. I like that a lot. But we should be completely fine here, even if I forgore skull emoji, the second mystery, which I'm pretty sure was just painting, but... Pretty sure we'll be fine. Oh no, not the Veil of Darkness. Yeah, even if I got that wrong, we would have been fine. Because even if this guy does like 4 damage or whatever, which he's not going to. There should be a lighthouse event that makes it where you need to use the monkey wrench to like pry open, like a monkey wrench or like a tool. Not the monkey wrench specifically, but like something that has the classifications of a tool, like you could use it in mermaids. Like a crowbar, a monkey wrench, something like that. Where you have to like pry open a door or like get past a door somehow with the heavy duty tool. That would go kind of hard, and that would be nice variety. And it would be weapon based, although it would just make the monkey wrench even better. So maybe don't do something like that. But you know, if you made the crowbar actually usable, then that would encourage people to use the crowbar more. Because the monkey wrench is so expensive and can mess up your stat plan if you're not just pumping strength. Although I guess you'd be pumping strength with a crowbar anyways. I don't know, I want to see wacky things with this game. I'm looking forward to, after 1.0 comes out, the modding floodgates are opened again. Because if I recall correctly, they were closed off. So that the, you can mostly just make mods with the official modding tools and modding support, but you can't really, like, you know, you can make, like... How do I put it? Like, I'm trying to think of a game where, like, you have, like... Okay, here's exactly how I can put it, alright? This is perfect. You can use the Spore Creature Creator to make some creatures and upload them online, alright? But you can't get into the code and then make, like, an entirely new area or a new zone or change how the game works, you know? It's, you can use the Spore Creature Creator, you can make some buildings, you can make some creatures, but you can't completely rewrite it from the ground up, like, you know, people doing, like, overhaul mods for Oblivion or Skyrim, where it's like, the combat system is now an action hack-and-slash-J RPG, where you can juggle enemies in the air, or, you know, mostly when it's Skyrim modding, it's just horny, but, you know, there's some cool shit. There's some brand new areas. I can't wait for... Apparently Starfield is coming out in like a few days, and some people already have it. I am personally excited for Oblivion in space, and then like Elder Scrolls 6 has finally entered development, which is really funny, but also kind of fucked. So stay safe out there. Have a good one. Bye.